Yeah, ain't shit sweet, ain't shit funny. Look, it's blue tints on my hundreds. Life been going how I want it. Yeah. Life been lit just how I want it. Yeah, yeah. Now she talking like she want me. Yeah, hey, wave.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Cold Hard Football Fact Show for August 25th, 2022. My name is Tanner Kern, your host today. Some people in the comments are happy about, some people are upset about. We're on a bit of a cold streak in gambling right now. Not too cold, I would say. We're down a unit and a half this month, so people are already coming in the comment section, chirp, 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 and people are chirping the shirt too. Vincenzo's chirping the shirt. Comments hard to read with your shirt. Well, you know what? Get a better phone. That's my take on that. How we doing, guys? Welcome to the Cold Hard Football Fact Show. We're going to be talking about football for the next 30 to 45 minutes, followed by our little nerfy live stream here coming up at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So pumped about that. We got the comments rolling in, and I absolutely love it here. Jordan Chow coming on here. Please don't talk about the Cowboys. No picture on YouTube yet. What do you mean no picture on YouTube? Here we go. Here's the picture on YouTube. It's locked in now. But please don't talk about the Cowboys. We have to talk about the Cowboys. That's the biggest storyline around the NFL right now. Tyron Smith already tearing his hamstring. We talked about it. I remember I was listening to NFL radio about, I don't know, a couple months ago when they were talking about possible Hall of Famers at every team. And Tyron Smith's name came up, but the injuries have just been debilitating for him. I think this is going to keep him out of the Hall of Fame ultimately because he needs to put together another 2 really good Pro Bowl seasons. I think this is going to impede that, obviously. He's going to miss a few months. So what are you going to do there? We are going to talk about the Cowboys a little bit. We're going to talk about the Cowboys in context of Tyron Smith and just the overall landscape of the NFC East today, talking about Jalen Hurts, breaking him down a little bit. How's he going to be? Is he going to be the franchise quarterback for the Eagles moving forward? So we're going to talk about all that, Jordan. So I'm sorry, Jordan. We got to talk about your team. We got to talk about your division today. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Bears or Seattle? Bears or Seattle? Probably Seattle. What's good from Kissimmee, Florida? How we doing? Bears are the worst team in football. They are 10 a.m. Nerfy, not 10 a.m. unless you're West Coast. Yeah, West Coast would be 10 a.m. Lions top 5. There we go. NFL picks tonight. We got one NFL play. I really do like the Green Bay Packers -1. It's jumped up to 1.5. I still like it. I think Jordan Love's going to get a lot of time tonight, on top of the fact that everyone playing, the majority of the people playing tonight are trying to make a team, right? They're not going to put starters out there, so we don't have to worry about Patrick Mahomes playing the preseason. If he does, it may be a drive, but still should not see him at all tonight. It's not the phone, LO. Guys, I'm sorry. You don't like the shirt. Sorry. The shirt's beautiful. I'm sorry. Eminem, Tanner Kern, Popcorn Colonel. I love it. Put $100 on Yankees, Houston Guardians. Let's go. We in the West Coast. Angels been trash lately. Glad they selling them. Well, you know what? People? Hopefully they hit the Nerfy. I know they're selling the team, but we need the Nerfy to hit today. We'll break that down at 1 o'clock, guys. Show up at 1:05, probably 1 to 1:05. The game's at 1:10. We'll be blasting pump up music. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. And we got to get to the announcements here in a minute. 49ers are a lock. I don't think you can say there's any such thing as a lock in sports betting, let alone the preseason. So Mike Capaccio, I need you to take a deep breath and calm down right now because there's probably no such thing as a preseason lock. But if I had to pick a lock tonight, my favorite bet out of the games tonight, I really do like the Green Bay Packers. I might put a 2-teamer out there, Packers and Niners. I'm excited. Football's almost back. We have college football this weekend. So let's start betting, people. Why not? Comments rolling in here. Preseason overs have been hitting. I also like the over in the Green Bay game. I think that's going to be good. You're going to get a lot of guys out there that are probably going to make mistakes, probably going to try really hard too on offense, trying to make a team. Defense might make some mistakes. You never know what's going to happen. I like the overs tonight as well. It's last week of preseason. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but we can try to cap it the best we can, right? Bet the ranch on the Astros first half. LO, there you go. Preseason overs. Let's go. Comments rolling in. Packers money line all the way, baby. Packers money line, Packers -1. I like them 1.5. Wherever you can get it. If it jumps up to 2, which it probably will by game time tonight, you might just want to go money line, but that's up to you. That's your decision. It's your money. You better apologize to me tomorrow when they win. LO, I want to hear Capaccio. I'm sorry. What are you talking about, Capaccio? I'm betting, guys, I'm betting on the 49ers. I'm just saying the lock, like saying a preseason game has a lock. If you want a lock, you go to Home Depot. Saying a preseason game, saying there's a lock in the preseason, that's preposterous. I'm loving the Packers -1 tonight, boys. Really am. Coach, should we go live tonight for that game? Should we go live for the game a little bit? Talk to the people. They want to. 49ers, LO, I'm messing with you. I love it. Who's taking Mets -400 today with Jacob deGrom? Not me. Still salty about the Rams leaving St. Louis. I think the Rams are better in LA, but you know what? There shouldn't be 2 teams in LA. There really shouldn't be 2 teams in LA, in my opinion, but who knows? Does it bear shit in the woods? Come on now, coach. It's not rocket science. It's never been rocket science. Let's get into the announcements, guys. Then we'll get to the show. And keep dropping your comments. Rams Super Bowl back-to-back, Brad. I don't believe that at all. Lando, thanks for the follow on there. Let's get to the comments here. We'll get to comments, I should say, after we talk about the announcements. First things first, guys, subscribe to coldhardfootballfacts.com. We're getting a new website, revamped website. So make sure you go start your free trial today. These are stats, unique stats, proprietary stats that are going to help you win money, guys. I just did a video on every single stat, posted those yesterday. It's in a playlist called Stat Videos on our YouTube channel. So go check them out. You're going to see all the stuff that we do here to help you guys win. We have advanced analytics helping you guys win money. I am so pumped to work here for this season because overall, guys, I've been using Cold Hard for probably since I started betting, probably 4 years at least. So since I started betting legally, I should say, I definitely played some offshore wagers back in the day when I was 18, but probably 3 to 4 years, guys. So make sure you go check out Cold Hard Football Facts. I know some of you guys think I suck. I know some of you think I absolutely suck here, but I'll say this. I did pretty well during NFL season. Cold Hard Football Facts was a big reason for it last year, so I'm pumped to actually get to work for him this year. 5,000 likes, let's go. Get me to 5,000 likes. Give me some followers. Give me some shout-outs, guys. Give me some shares. Ricardo, thanks for the TikTok emojis there. Love it, Ricardo. He's locked in, Coach. You're locked in. We're all locked in. It's our day. The website, links in the bio, guys. You can see it. We're getting a revamped website, so the website right now doesn't look what it's going to look like in about 2 weeks from now, but go check it out, guys. You're going to see all the stats that you get. Really watch the YouTube videos. The Cold Hard Football Facts YouTube channel, which is also linked in the bio. You're going to get to see all the stuff that we do from Cold Hard for you guys on a week in, week out basis to help you win money. And I'm going to say one thing too. A lot of you guys don't like my picks. Some tail them, some don't. But these stats are for you guys to make your own picks. They're a tool to help you guys win money on your own there. I absolutely love sports betting. I do too, Jay Bayo. I do too. I do. I woke up, so I was 4-0 yesterday. I started the day 4-0, and then I lost 4 straight bets. I went 4-4 on the day, and I woke up and I was felt a little beat up, right? But I was like, I'm only a half unit down. Today's my day. Today could be the day I take that half unit down and go 10 units up. Come on now. Tanner, I need 2 Nerfies. You got 1. We're joining me for the live Nerfie Angels Rays, I should say. Angels Rays, join me for that. Swift, Taylor, and ATN as my fantasy running backs. What do you think? I think you're in really good shape. If you have Swift, Taylor, and ATN, you're in great shape. Me 3 days ago, I got smacked so hard. OMG, Tanner. What's up, Eddie? How you doing, Eddie? What's up? Brad, I think that's a great fantasy lineup. How could you not be happy with DeAndre Swift, Jonathan Taylor, and Travis Etienne? I mean, that's going to be money for you this season. I think you're going to win your league based off those numbers. Because, again, guys, running backs are king. You want running backs on your team. You want top-tier running backs. You got the best running back in the game in Jonathan Taylor, and you got two good guys to support him. What's up, Ryan? Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get the Deshaun Watson comments rolling in here. What's up, Ryan? What's up? Talk about Watson. Yeah, I haven't talked about Watson. I was trying not to talk about the Bears today. It really wasn't. Injuries do scare me, but, again, when it comes to running backs, they're going to get hurt. They're going to get hurt 100%, but you got 3 reliable guys there. You do need a solid tight end because there's not many of those either. 24 Tuggy strong. 24 Tuggy strong. Deshaun Watson's still going strong. I don't know what we're going to get out of the Browns this year. What do you guys think we're going to get out of the Browns? Do they go over 9 wins? Do they make the playoffs? Let me know in the comments. We can break this down at the end because my guy Ryan's going to be on here just asking about Deshaun Watson, blah, 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 blah. I try not to talk about him every day. We end up doing it because of Ryan. Have Schultz from the Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, great pick there. Kelsey's first pick. I would not take Kelsey first depending on where you're drafting just because running backs are more valuable than tight ends. Now, a really good tight end is valuable. Don't get me wrong. Travis Kelsey gets wide receiver probably 2 targets. I mean, he is their main target, I would say, in Kansas City right now. So you want to look at Travis Kelsey, obviously, but when overall, I got to rely on running backs first. I'm always a running back guy. Brissett equals Brady. I don't think Jacoby's going to be bad. I think he's going to put them in positions to win, but overall, it might. I don't know if it's going to work out necessarily. Under 9 Tuggies by the end of the season. Now, so if Deshaun Watson gets a massage, it needs to be by like a team employee in the team building, from what I hear. And he needs to seek counseling too. Scary Terry and Deontay Johnson, a wide receiver, though. Never know. Not terrible. I mean, your running backs are great. You sold on running backs, so that's what it takes. And you got some good trade bait in there too if you need it. Your shirt makes these comments hard to read. I'm sorry, guys. Do you want me to change my shirt mid-show? I will literally change my shirt mid-show because I'm for the people. Tanner Kern's a man of the people. Should I change my shirt mid-show? Let me know in the comments. Do you want me to change the shirt mid-show? Because I'll do it. Your shirt's too white. Do you want me to do it, guys? Do you want me to do it? Yes, please. It's like line paper. I got to change my shirt. My mic's locked in here. Okay, I'm not changing the shirt. I'll do it for you guys. I would do it for you. You know that. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to put the green screen right there so you can read the comments. Is that better? That's got to be better. Got to be. There we go. Yes, can't read comments. Boom. Man, the people looking a little tired. I'm not looking tired at all, Reed. What do you mean? Yeah, there you go. They like that. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's go. Shirt change. No, you don't need a shirt change. You're watching on YouTube, Jordan. Come on now. You don't need a shirt change. Shirt change looks good. Other side, change it. People want me to. I'm changing the shirt because I'm for the people. This is the stuff that you can do not on TV. All right, I'm changing the shirt. You guys better stay locked in for me right now. You guys better stay locked in. It's going to take a minute. Stay locked in for me. You can literally hear me from all the way back here. I'm going to give you a play-by-play of me changing my shirt right now. For you guys, for the people, because Tanner Kern is for the people. If I ever hear anyone say that Tanner Kern is not for the people, if I ever hear that, if I hear that one more time, if I ever heard that Tanner Kern is not for the people, I'm not doing it on camera. No way. Then I'm going to get banned. If I ever heard that Tanner Kern is not for the people, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm fixing the collar, guys. Okay, come on now. Now the camera's all messed up. Everything's all messed up. I look beautiful still. But I'm going to say it. If I ever hear that Tanner Kern is not for the people, now I got to change the green screen and all that. This was a big ordeal, guys, just from the different shirt colors. If I ever hear that Tanner Kern is not for the people, I'm going to lose my damn mind, because Tanner Kern's for the people. I'll tell you that. For the people. I'm changing the shirt for the people. Thoughts on Chiefs Packers over 37.5 tonight. I love the over. It dropped down to 35.5. So I would probably try to take it there if you could, but I do like it. Wardrobe change live. LO, guys. I'm for the people. Tanner Kern's for the people. The green screen's a little different. The camera's a little out of focus now, but you know what? I'm for the people, so we're going to keep it going. Let's talk about the Cowboys, Jordan. We got to talk about the Cowboys right now. Tyrone Smith being out is an issue for this team. We know it's going to be a major issue for them because he is money, right? He has not been in the lineup consistently over the past few seasons because of injuries, but Dak Prescott needs protection. They got the Buccaneers coming to town week 1. Where were the Buccaneers susceptible? The offensive line, right? They're a little weak there. Now the Cowboys are starting to get susceptible on the offensive line with Tyrone Smith being out. This is going to force a rookie in Tyler Smith to move over to left tackle. So rookie, not a lot of experience. That could hurt Dak. You need Dak's blind side to be protected. And on top of that, a lot of people are relying on Tyron Smith to be the guy this year. Not only the guy on the field, but the leader off the field. That could be hampered now by his hamstring injury. See what I did there? I wrapped that. Overall, what do I see from the Cowboys? I don't see them winning the NFC East now. I really don't. I think Tyron Smith's injury makes a huge difference. And I think Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are starting to step up, and they're going to be a big time. Tyron Smith. There you go. Cowboys will be trash. Trash is hard to say. I don't know if they'll be trash, but I think they'll be good. I think they'll put Zach Martin on his blind side. They won't put Zach Martin out at tackle. There's no way. Zach Martin doesn't have tackle size, feet, etc. I don't think they'll put Zach Martin out there. I mean, they're going to have Zach Martin in a right guard. But they could move him over to left guard for sure. Tyron Smith. Tyler Smith, though, from Tulsa will be playing left tackle most likely, and that will be interesting to see. Obviously, a rookie, you just don't know how rookies are going to perform, as we all know. They have some offensive linemen there. Josh Ball, 4th-round pick from last year, replaced Tyron Smith at times during training camp, but Ball missed his rookie season with an injury. So they have a lot of options there, just like the Buccaneers do. They all have options, but when it comes to this is a pretty debilitating injury, if you ask me. Check us out on BP311's YouTube tomorrow, Friday, August 26th, 6 p.m. Eastern for the NFL preview this week. TJ Saltdog, Matt Qualls, and Bo Dunn are confirmed so far. Love it. Check out Brian's YouTube channel, guys. You'll be live again at noon for the Nerfy. Yes, I will. Don't worry. They pick someone up. They'll pick someone up, guys, but is there a lot of talent offensive line-wise out there? We've seen a lot of debilitating offensive line injuries so far, and there's just not a lot of talent out there right now. So that's what's concerning. A lot of people are starting to get hurt. And this is what we talked about. A lot of people were asking me, why don't you bet NFL games early, right? Like NFL lines come out at Christmas time for week 1, or not Christmas, whenever the schedule comes out, right? There's NFL lines out. Why don't you bet them early? And because I'd rather trade value for information, right? I want to know who's going to be in the lineup and who's not going to be in the lineup. Because if you bet on the Cowboys-Bucks game week 1 opener a long time ago, you missed a lot of things. You missed Ryan Jensen getting hurt. You missed Tyron Smith getting hurt. Now we see this information. We know this. You can make a bet more appropriately. I'd rather give a half point here, a half point there, knowing how we can adjust spreads and lines in today's game rather than rushing into a bet, not knowing who's going to be on the field. Because we still have a week of games. we still have a week of practice. Then we still have a game week before we even get to week 1, right? So you got to keep that in mind when betting. I think Tyron Smith's injury is going to hamper this team a lot. It's not going to help them by any means. I think it's going to be pretty debilitating for the Cowboys. Obviously, you got the Eagles coming from behind, ready to chase them. Hungry dogs run faster. We know it. That's a Philadelphia quote right there from Mr. Kelsey. I think the Eagles run faster this year and get the job done over the Cowboys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. But again, bad news for Dallas. Sorry, Jordan. I didn't mean to talk about the Cowboys. You came in right away. Please don't talk about the Cowboys. I had to do it. By the way, Jerry Jones is out there on First Take Training Camp Tour saying glory hole today. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the clip is on Twitter, and it was very funny to me. The kid that replaced Smith last year for a little actually played well. He played well, but he didn't play as well as Tyron Smith could, right? So I think that's the biggest concern there too. You got options, you got Tyler Smith, but the 1AA, like a kid coming out of not a 1AA, a kid's coming out of a mid-major school really does scare me in today's game, right? The SEC is a different build, right? I'd rather have a kid coming out of the SEC than a kid coming out of Tulsa being my week 1 starter, no matter where they're going to be on the offensive line. But Tyron Smith's injury is definitely going to hurt them. I think Tom Brady and the Pats, Tom Brady and the Bucs definitely get the job done. Smith hasn't played a full season since 2014, and I guess there's a reason why the Cowboys are struggling so much. F the Bills, horns up. I don't know. That's an interesting game for me, Brad, because the Rams are going to be dogs at home week 1. Bills are going to be favored by 2 to 2.5 points. Same thing with the Bucs game. I think the Bucs are going to be favored coming in there, so that should be interesting as well. Josh Allen isn't as good as everyone thinks. Unpopular opinion. That's definitely an unpopular opinion. I'm not going to say Josh Allen's elite quarterback yet, because what do elite quarterbacks have to do? They have to win. They have to win AFC championships. They have to win Super Bowls. It's lost in the playoffs. I'm not ready to say Josh Allen's elite, so I don't think that's a terrible take. Who wins the AFC West? I got to say the Chiefs, right? You got to say the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the hungry dogs, right? They've been there so long, right? You got a lot of teams coming from behind, though. I think it's the Chiefs division to lose, in my opinion. I still think it's going to be a fight. It's going to be closer than most years. I don't think you're going to have the luxury of sitting Patrick Mahomes for the final week of the season. I think it's going to come down to that. But you never know. You do never know. It's going to be a more competitive division for sure. I'm looking to find an elite girlfriend. See if we can help you with that. I don't know if I can or not. That kid replaced Smith. We got that. I love the Eagles this year. Took them to win division, conference, and all. A.J. Brown will be a refreshing addition for them. Now, I kind of like Lions +4 week 1. What do you guys think about that? I think the Lions are going to be a different team this year. I want to see what my man Jalen Hurts can do, obviously, before I start betting on them. But I think they're going to be pretty good this year. I think the Eagles are going to win that division. I do think the Lions can cover 4 at home to start the year, though. PA, only team that has 3 phases, can run, pass, stop, run, stop, pass, kicker average. There you go. Eagles need a quarterback. I don't know, Rondo. I think this year is going to tell us if the Eagles truly do need a quarterback. I got Chargers in the AFC West. I think for the value, Chargers in the AFC West was a great bet, Brian. Josh Allen has the best quarterback rating in the playoffs. Defense has let him look bad in the playoffs. But again, he might have the best quarterback rating, but it comes down to winning football games. You got to win football games. How can we praise the defense the whole time, but when Josh Allen loses, we say it's the defense? Yeah, you got to win. You're a quarterback. You got to win. You got to find a way to win. Hurts can throw downfield and struggles to read. Hurts can't throw downfield. Apparently, his pocket passing's improved this year, so I think we got to give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit, but we'll see. Defense wins championship. Cowboys have a great defense. Why haven't they won a championship, though? Why haven't they won a championship in a very long time? Hurts is a great fantasy quarterback, terrible quarterback. Yeah, and I guess you could say the same thing about Lamar Jackson then. You know, Lamar Jackson's won MVPs, led this team to the playoffs, right? But same time, he's just more of a stat pad to run the football. When I need a guy to go 2 yards, when I need a guy to go 80 yards in 2 minutes, who do I want? Neither of them, probably. Who do you think wins tonight? Preseason game, Niners or Texans? I like the Niners tonight, Jasper. Thanks for the comment. I do like the Niners to get the job done. We're going to break that down at the end. It's hard to break down preseason games. We're going to do our best to do it. Weird question. Will you guys be doing hockey shows next month? I'll be betting hockey on the morning show. I won't be doing a separate hockey show, though. Lamar can throw. I don't know why people don't think the man don't got a can. And Rondo, see, I think Jalen Hurts can throw pretty well compared to Lamar. I mean, I think Lamar still got a little edge on him, but when it comes down to it, I don't see Lamar stretching the field with his arm by any means. If you took Lamar's legs away from him, he's not a great quarterback. That's what makes him good. And I think defenses, I should say, are starting to catch up to that. Lamar's saying he's a weapon, but if behind with the game, the line's done. Hurts has the talent. If he doesn't turn the ball over, Eagles should be dangerous. Allen couldn't have done any more in the playoffs. He can't throw. LOL. Kyler Murray over Lamar Jackson. Stop it, Tanner. Come on now. But anyways, guys, we're going to keep it going here. We're going to talk about Jalen Hurts at the end. Did you not watch him in college or his MVP season? Okay, well, what did I see last year? I know he's hurt, but let's break down Lamar Jackson. I saw him in college lightened up at Louisville. It's one thing to light up in college, another thing to light up in the NFL. The targets in college are so wide open. You have so much more room in college. You got to hit a window in the NFL. All right. MVP season. Let's look at his stats. He had 36 touchdowns, 6 picks. Last season, 16 touchdowns, 13 picks, 26 touchdowns, 9 picks. Looks like the picks are starting to catch up with him a little bit. Maybe, but I'm gonna challenge you here. Maybe his arm was so good in 2019 because defenses couldn't stop anything because they couldn't catch up with the running. They couldn't catch up with the passing. They couldn't do it all. Now they're starting to see, hey, this is what Lamar's got. We're going to see what Lamar's made of this year. If he has 2 bad years in a row, all this stuff about Lamar Jackson being a good quarterback is going to kind of get silenced a little bit, in my opinion. And is he going to be able to stay healthy? Lamar is a bust. His window is rapidly closing because he's a running quarterback. I agree with that, BP311. I agree. Rajon Rondo's in here fighting me over it. Bro, stop. Yes, he can. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If he has 2 bad years in a row, we'll see. He's so good, but they haven't paid him. It's not Lamar's fault, or it's not the team's fault that they haven't paid Lamar. Number one, why? Why would you ever give Lamar Jackson $230 million guaranteed money to align with Deshaun Watson? Why would you ever do that? The man got hurt last season. He runs the ball. If he's not running the ball, he is not going to be effective. Running the ball gets you hurt in the NFL. So why are they going to give him $230 million in guaranteed money? That's preposterous to me. Number 2, Kyler Murray made $105 million in guaranteed money. He deserves more than that because he's an MVP. He's went to the playoffs, right? He's won a playoff game. But at the same time, too, he's still probably going to get hurt. So you can't go too much over that $105 million. You're telling me in a 5-year deal or whatever, he's not going to get hurt once. And then on top of that, it's not Lamar's fault that he can't get a deal done because he has no time. Okay? He has literally no time because he's his own agent, which is stupid. Stupid. Don't be his own agent. He's trying to get ready for a season and negotiate a contract. It's not that they haven't paid him yet. He just doesn't have the time to negotiate. So I want guaranteed money, but I got to spend 12 hours a day getting ready to play a football game and negotiate a contract. It's not going to work. This is not a perfect marriage. Okay? Come on. Mac Jones and Tua are trash. I think Tua is more trash than Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is a very good system quarterback. I think he's going to fit in. Fit the system. Allen can throw, but not accurate. So what's the point? Josh Allen is a little more durable. That's all I'm saying. After 2019, it's been 2 years. Tua is overrated. He has tons of NFL wide receivers at Bama. Raiders going to win that division. Should be an interesting division, Brad. Should be an interesting division. Teams have figured him out. I think teams have started to figure out Lamar Jackson. We're going to see this year. We're going to see what happens this year. Now he's got some running backs back. He's going to have a team around him a little bit. But we're going to see this year. People see Avi and Backstorm do their own contracts. Now everyone thinks they can do it. You can't do your own contracts, guys, especially for a quarterback with how much ins and outs go into these contracts. I think that's crazy. I think you're setting yourself up to fail if you do your own contract, especially in training camp, which is stupid. You can't figure out speed. Yes, you can. You can figure out speed. You as a scheme on defense, you can speed kill. Speed always wins. Not in the NFL. Not in the NFL. Everyone's fast in the NFL. You put Kyler Murray on that team, they win playoff games. God, we can't say Kyler Murray wins playoff game. Kyler Murray hasn't won a playoff game. You can figure out speed in the NFL. You can defensively, you can scheme to speed. You can. There's fast guys all over the field. More injuries to come. Trust me, I know it. I know it. You can 100%. That's crazy, Rajon, that you can't scheme to speed. You can. There's fast people all over the field. It's the NFL. Okay. How much, if at all, do you think Dolphins improve with Hill? I don't know because it comes down to Tua. What are you going to get out of Tua? I think it's not even Hill more. It's what they did offensive line wise. They signed a lot of really good talent up front. They gave Tua everything he needs to be successful. Will he be? That's a different story. I think we'll find out week 1 what he does against the New England Patriots and a great defense. I know the talent maybe isn't there with New England, but they're going to scheme to Tua. They're going to scheme to Tyreek Hill. They're going to find ways to beat them. So we'll see if Tua can fit spots and fit balls in tight windows. If he can do it, maybe I have a little more respect for him. Lamar is better than Kyler. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I'm not putting Lamar and Kyler in the same boat. I think Kyler's a bust. I think Kyler's going to be a bust. Dude, y'all hate on Kyler. Lamar is better than Kyler. Kyler is the highest paid unproven athlete I know. Ravens won 16 playoff games since 2000. Doesn't matter who's at quarterback. Kyler will have a rough 6 weeks without Hopkins, a lot forced turnovers. I see the team with better backups will survive the season. What's your true opinion on Carr, Adams, Waller, Renfro, Jacobs, and Seuss? I think they're going to be very good. I think that's a really good offensive team there. And I think they're going to be okay on defense. So I think Las Vegas is in great shape. Plus, you got Josh McDaniels coming over there. So I think that's going to help Derek Carr. It's going to help the whole system there. Waller's got to be better than he was last year. He dropped a lot of passes when he was healthy. So we'll see what happens there. Bill Belichick not losing to a rookie coach in his debut. Kyler has better receivers than Lamar. I agree with that. I think Lamar's a better quarterback, though. Plus the additions on defense. Yes, RD is not the best, but we def add a lot. I agree with that. Kyler is overpaid. Kyler is overpaid. In what world are you getting $100 million guaranteed money for not winning playoff games? That just blows my mind. Anyone thinks that Kyler is better than Lamar needs to be checking into a mental facility. I agree with that. I think Kyler is obviously not as good as Lamar, but I don't think Lamar is this god that we put him up on a pedestal like always, like a lot of people do. Book it, Tanner. There you go. Every quarterback is overpaid right now, probably. But the guaranteed money is what blows my mind. The fact that you can give a running quarterback that much guaranteed money is crazy. All right, so let's keep going here. Let's talk about the Lions a little bit. I kind of like the Lions at +4 against the Eagles week 1. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if I'm crazy. I went on a podcast last night and I said this and they called me crazy. So please let me know in the comments if you agree with them. Can the Detroit Lions be good this year? Can they be good, right? They started really bad last year, 0-10. They found a way to go 3-3 in their final games, right? I think they can do something special this year. Special, take with a grain of salt. I'm not saying win a division. I'm not saying make the playoffs. I'm just saying I think they can show a lot of promise this year. You got Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a good quarterback, guys. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not putting him on Lamar's pedestal. I'm not putting him on Josh Allen's pedestal, so don't get too sensitive in the comment section. All I'm saying is that Jared Goff is a very good system quarterback on a running team working in play action. He can do that. We know he can do that. They signed DJ Chark to a $10 million one-year deal. Chark didn't play much last year, but he had 73 receptions for 1,000 yards. In 2019, 8 touchdowns. We're feeling good about that, right? You got Aiden Hutchinson playing defense, highest graded rookie on PFF throughout the preseason. We've seen it week in, week out. He can play, right? It's going to be a different story when he's going to get starters, but I think Aiden Hutchinson's going to be very good. I think he's going to be the better pick out of the first 2 picks from the NFL draft this year. Don't even get me started on that. And Detroit is going to be better on defense. They're going to be a lot better on defense. They're going to be better in the trenches. So what do you guys think? Do they have a chance to do anything this year? Let me know in the comments, especially if he wins MVP. Let's read these. I'll give you that, Rondo. Love Lions, 8 wins. 8 wins that'd be a lot. That'd be a huge year. That would soar over their win total. Soar over it. I think 6 to 7 more. So Lions a playoff team. I don't see that at all, but I do see them being better. And the whole Dan Campbell mentality. You guys, I think we let me think. I want to say this. I think we really do underestimate how much a coach means to a team, right? You look at Dan Campbell, he's got that grit mentality. He was one of those just dirt, what the thing? Dan Campbell, here's what I'm going to say. Dan Campbell, I think when we look at him, right, his mentality is wearing off on this Lions team. If you watch Hard Knocks, you could see it, man. He cares about this team. He cares about this football. He cares about Detroit Lions football. He's a lunch pail guy when he played in the NFL. He wanted to do the work. He didn't want to cheat the system, and he always showed up and worked hard as a player. We're seeing that as a coach right now, and we're seeing the pieces around Dan Campbell that really go together to create a championship culture, right? Jared Goff, very good quarterback. He's a good leader. Good leader. I'm not saying he's throwing the ball a million times down the field, but he's a good leader. On top of that, you put some pieces in place. You're getting a lot of good picks. Hopefully they can progress into something special. I don't think this team makes the playoffs, but I do like them to be a competitive team. They were really good against the spread last year. Hopefully they can be better against the spread this year and the money line and see if they can win some games behind Dan Campbell. What do you guys think? All right, let's see here. Comments rolling in here. Comments are rolling in here. Saints prediction this season. I think the Saints will finish second in the NFC South. I think they will make a push for the playoffs. The Lions wild card watch. Lions had a lot of bad losses last year. They lost a lot of games, though, by a small number. What's the Saints win total? Saints win total is probably at 8.5 to 9. 9.5, I'm assuming. I might go over. I go over on the Lions. What's Herbert going to cost? $50 million. Herbert's going to cost a lot of money, especially by that point. Swift get Detroit right. Campbell plus Swift get Detroit right. I agree with that. Tease Lions to +11. I like it. I'll probably do some teasers. +4 is a little tight. But again, at home, week 1, a lot of buzz around them. You got the Hard Knocks effect. Hopefully they can do something special there. I haven't bet that game. I haven't locked it in yet, but I'm looking at +4. If it drops down to 3.5, I mean, I'd probably stay away. Dan, we'll beat Pitt, Seattle, Chicago ×2, New York Jets, New York Jags, Jets, and Panthers. Panthers are going to be tough, guys. If Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy, the Panthers are going to give everyone a run for their money, in my opinion. Bradley Falls, shout out Bradley. Browns record prediction before Watson returns. I think a little better than 500. If you look at 11 games, I think 6-5. 6-5. I think so. 6-5 would be a win for them. I know they'll lose week 1. We don't care who loses. We care who covers. I predict 6 wins for the Lions, double 3 from last year. I like that. I think, and that'd be a huge success for Dan Campbell. They've had double-digit losses like in the past 9 years or something like that, crazy number like that. That could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But they've had double-digit losses for a long, long time. Who do they play week 12? LOL. Guys, the NFL is just like that. It's all about, like, you look at Von Miller. Where's he going? LA his first game. You look at that. Deshaun Watson. Like, the NFL is all about money. They want to create this buzz around players returning to their old teams. Eagles cover alternate line -10. I'd take 9.5 if you're going to do that, Jordan. I think 10 could be a push. I think this Detroit team is going to be tough at home. If it was in Philadelphia, I might give you that. But in Detroit, with a lot of pressure on them, I think they show up a little bit. Cleveland has toughest first 11 games. CMC staying healthy. LMA good. Guys, I'm just saying if. There was an if before that. And I've been on the wrong end of the fantasy football with Christian McCaffrey. I hate Mayfield. Ryan coming in here. I hate Mayfield. Listen, I guarantee you when Baker Mayfield led you guys to the playoffs and won a football game, you were like, I love Baker Mayfield. I'm so happy to be a Browns fan. Browns football is back. Baker, I guarantee you said that, Ryan. So don't give me that. Lions 24-17 week 1. I love that. I would absolutely love that. I think +4 is realistic because you don't know what you're going to get out of Jalen Hurts either. Like everyone's criticizing Jalen Hurts in the comments. That's a nice way to say about throwing the ball down the field. He's got A.J. Brown, but he's still got to get the ball to him, right? So if he can't do that week 1, if we see no progression from last season to this season in terms of getting the ball down the field, the Lions could be tough if they're able to run the football on the Eagles front seven. Baker going to light up this league. I think Baker revenge tour, guys. Baker's one of those guys. You don't want him playing with a chip on his shoulder because when he is, it's going to be dirty. Any news on who's taking Drake? I'm not sure. I mean, Kenyon Drake's definitely going to be a good asset to a team, but I haven't seen anything yet. Is Kansas City going to show out today? I don't think so. I think the Packers get the job done. What picks? So far, we're only playing Packers -1 tonight in terms of the NFL. How far do you see the Saints going this year? I think losing in a wild card game. He had Devontae Smith, couldn't get him the ball, but adding Devontae Smith, first year starting, adding in Devontae Smith, I think it could be a better fit. I was more of a Manziel fan. I like Johnny Manziel too. I did like Johnny. I really did. Always bet the Saints against the Bucs. I agree with that. The Bucs do struggle against the Saints always. That's just how it is. Speaking of that, let's talk about Tom Brady. Bad news for the NFL. It's bad news for the NFL. Tom Brady wants another ring before he retires. He retired, unretired just to win another ring. He's going to get it, guys. This is why you should bet on Tom Brady right here, right now. Did we think he would go to the Buccaneers and win a Super Bowl in his first season in Tampa Bay? Probably not. Not many people did, right? Nobody thought much of it. You bet against Tom Brady, bad things happen. Now, he's probably in his last season as an NFL football player. Are we really going to bet against him when it comes to winning a Super Bowl? The defense is going to be improved this year. I mean, they replaced Ndamukong Suh with Akeem Hicks. That's pretty much a wash there, but they had a lot of injuries on defense, which hurt them last year. I think they're going to be very improved there. And on top of that, too, their wide receiver core is amazing this season, guys. You look at what Tom Brady is going to have weapons-wise. Tom Brady with weapons, absolute money. You have Russell Gage. You have Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Kyle Rudolph coming in to replace Gronk. Is he Gronk? No. But Kyle Rudolph's still a pretty reputable name in the NFL when it comes to tight end play. I know you don't have a lot of offensive linemen there. A lot of bodies aren't left. If they get injured now, it's going to get really thin in the offensive line room for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But if anyone can overcome that, it's a man that releases the ball in 2.5 seconds. If he gets pressure up the middle, that's a little devastating for Tom Brady because he doesn't like to step up. But the best protector of Tom Brady is Tom Brady. The best protector of Tom Brady is Tom Brady. And trust me, I don't think it's a bad bet to bet on the Buccaneers to win the Super Bowl because when Tom Brady wants something, he usually goes out and gets it. He got a supermodel wife. He still wants to play football at his age. It's unreal, people. Unreal. That's a lot of personality on a team, though, dude. It's a lot of personality, but if anyone can control the personality, who do you think that is? Tom Brady. Tom Brady. I mean, Antonio Brown, he couldn't tame Antonio Brown. He did it for a little while, but overall, Tom Brady is pretty good at, containing personality. He's going to have the greatest wide receivers in the NFL. I agree with that. On the IR. Greatest wide receivers on the IR. I wouldn't say that. Also, what shows would you say because you were on last night? Also, what shows are you on because you said you were on last night? That was just someone else's. I went on a different podcast. I went on Lock Hub's podcast. I do 10, 12, and then a Nerfy usually. And then we'll do more college football and NFL as we keep going here. How far do you see the Saints going this year? How far do I see the Saints going? Like I said, I see them competing for a wild card spot. Let's see here. Better NFL quarterback than Manziel. I like Manziel, but come on, Baker's still in the NFL. Baker's good, guys. Baker's really good. Baker's really, really good. A lot of teams this year will get pressure up the middle this year on Tom Brady. I agree, but again, if anyone can combat that or counter it, it's Tom Brady. And they have a really good offensive line coach from what I'm hearing. But does he have supermodel Kern? Nope, doesn't have supermodel Kern. I like Manziel coming in, but his off-field issues killed him. I agree. And that happens to a lot of players. We see a lot of these players, big personalities, and Baker could be one of them, right? Baker kind of focused on being the progressive guy, right? That was the insurance. Like he focused on being the Hollywood guy before the quarterback, and it didn't all mesh together, right? And that didn't sit well with Baker, but I think he's kind of more, he's ready to play football now. He's ready to be a little more mature and play football, which is awesome to see. Bucks and Chiefs on fraud watch. I don't know. Tanner, my man, I got a question. Do we like Houston or Cleveland money line more today? Houston or Cleveland money line? I would say Cleveland today. Bucks line isn't Bucks and I like the value of Cleveland today at -130. Little Scotty Miller. I love Scotty Miller. If Scotty Miller makes team, Bucks interior line is not good. I know, guys, they've had a lot of injuries. It's not, but we don't know what these guys are going to get. We don't see a lot of experience with them. So we could say the same thing about the Cowboys right now. You don't have Tyron Smith, you got to replace him. That get ball out of hands would be effective when the middle of the pocket is collapsing. Rondo. If anyone can counter, it's Tom Brady. Miller looked good in camp. Quick twitch with need to get the ball out quick. Chiefs defense is still terrible. You like Cards -105? Yeah, I do. I can't really make a decision. Scotty's way down. Scotty's way down. From what I'm hearing, Scotty Miller is not playing. He's going to make the team, but from what I'm hearing, Scotty Miller is not playing that well in training camp at all. 6th-round pick in 2019, 5 receptions for 38 yards last season. And when Scotty Miller might not make this team, if someone else can return kicks, I'm telling you, that's what the rumors are, guys. I listen to this stuff all the time. Let's see. I mean, you got numbers. You got to keep. Wow, really? Miller is 5th or 6th, but 2 guys may start on PUP. Yeah, that's what it all comes down to. I mean, Godwin and Gage are questionable, right? You got Brate, Rudolph. Scotty Miller is 6 right now. He's going to be a special teams guy. He will get picked up if he gets released. But from what I'm hearing, he's struggling in camp. He dropped the ball the other night in preseason. Scotty's faster than Tyreek. You heard him say it. You like the over in the Packers preseason game. And that speed is going to be good on special teams. That speed is going to be very good on special teams. I don't see him. He's not making the team to catch passes from Tom Brady initially. I was in Tampa for the last 4 months. The guy he loves is Cyril Grayson, but he has to clear waivers. If you can't catch the ball, you won't see the field. I agree with that, Rajon. I agree with that. Jalen Hurts, guys. We want to talk about Jalen Hurts a little bit now. We can stay on Tom Brady if we want, or we talk about Jalen Hurts. We're moving through here, 12:42, guys. We're rolling. I love it. Jalen Hurts, Eagles coach Nick Sirianni is praising Jalen Hurts, but we're not going to know what he's going to do until he gets on the field week 1 against the Detroit Lions. The thing about Jalen Hurts is, like we said, great fantasy quarterback, maybe not the best quarterback in the world, can't really locate down the field, can't find people down the field. Last year, the season didn't start good when they fired Coach Doug Peterson, but in 2020 when they fired Doug Peterson. But Coach Sirianni has done a very good job getting this team moving forward. My one thing here, Hurts is funny. I agree with that. I do like Hurts. My one thing here, everyone's talking about the Eagles being that good of a team this season. Maybe. They could be. They're in a division that's not very strong. You have the Washington Commanders. You have the Dallas Cowboys. You have the New York Giants. I'm not really afraid of the Giants or the Commanders. But in this NFC East division, the Eagles don't have much of a challenge, right? And that's what happened last year. They got to the playoffs, they collapsed because they didn't have a challenge. This was a really good stat here. The Eagles finished 0-7 versus playoff teams last year. All their wins, except one over the New Orleans Saints, came against teams with losing records. And I'm not saying the Saints were the best team in football by any means last year. So Jalen Hurts really didn't beat anyone that good. Now, they added a lot of pieces, including A.J. Brown, right? That's their biggest signing. But is he going to make the difference if Jalen Hurts can't get the ball down the field? And you need to beat good teams. If you don't beat good teams, you're not reputable. Because in the NFL, every team gets good in the postseason. So if you can't beat a team with a winning record, that's going to be an issue. Do the Eagles turn it around this year? I don't know. But the Cowboys losing Tyron Smith definitely helps them, definitely gives them a little edge in the division early in the season, at least if they can get up and win some games. What do you guys think? Let me know. Danny Dimes, get that Danny Dimes stuff out. Get the Danny Dimes stuff out of here. Danny Dimes needs an offensive line. They both so bad. LO, what's your lock for today? I like Green Bay -1 today. I know it's a preseason game. There's no such thing as a lock. You want a lock, you go to Home Depot. But I do like Green Bay to win tonight. So hyped for this nerfy. Coach Duke, I'm ready to go for this nerfy. I'm fired up. Two unit Johnson. We're winning it today. 2-unit Johnson. I need this. So do I, man. So do I. I got it. Let's start the day good. And you said Jalen is better passer than Lamar. I said I think they can both throw the football. Yanks money line. I say I think they're both not the best throwing the football. Yanks money line, Pendenny hit, Pendenny run. Guys, get the Yankee stuff out of here. They both so bad. Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold, they both are pretty bad. I think Daniel Jones in the right system. They both, guys, they were prisoners of their own system. We look at Daniel Jones, we look at Sam Darnold. Both are probably on the verge of being career backups or not in the NFL anymore. And as a whole, right, it's the system. They were prisoners of their system. One went to the New York Jets, one went to the New York Giants. Neither have had an offensive line. Neither have had a great coaching staff. Neither have had anything, any sport in the NFL. You look at Mac Jones. You're telling me physically that Mac Jones can throw the ball better than Daniel Jones? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But at the same time, too, he has Bill Belichick. He has a great offensive line. He has a really good system around him. That makes a difference, right? So it all depends on the quarterback. So I wouldn't say Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold are a bust. They need to develop, and they didn't have the right system to develop in. All right, Rays run line. Yeah, go with the Rays. I'm going to be pacing back and forth on this Nerfy. So am I, Rondo. So am I. I put 2 units on that. Come on, Tanner. You know Kyler is a Yankees fan. I just need your advice on the lay. Let's see, Kyle. Let's see. Come on. Yanks money line. Benintendi hit. Run score, judge 2+ bases in a parlay. I like it. I like it. Who came up with that nickname, Danny Times? I don't know. Who should I take with my pick at number 2 in fantasy, 12-team league? Number 2 in fantasy, you got to take Christian McCaffrey. Did we not see the dots Mac threw last year? Yeah, guys, listen, Mac threw some dots last year, but is Mac the best quarterback in the world? I don't think so. I think he's a really good system quarterback. He threw some dots. Fields over Hurts. Fields over Hurts. And we're going to see, guys, that last year's quarterback class was really good. And we're going to see who makes the transition to year 2. And then probably none of this is going to be meaningful. None of this pod is going to be meaningful, right? Because we're going to know what they did. Now we're just making predictions. Is Jalen Hurts going to be good? We can say it all the time. What's he going to do? Is he going to throw the ball down the field? Maybe. We don't know what he's going to do until we get out there week 1. Rays run line with the over or the under. Play the under. I'm going with the under. Fields over Hurts. I think Fields has a lot of talent, but again, we look back at the system. He's a prisoner of the system, and the system's going to hurt him a lot. But I think Jalen Hurts getting A.J. Brown, getting some offensive line play there, I think he's going to be in a lot better shape. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith could be a nightmare for defenses. Same thing with Tyreek Hill. And Devontae, not Tyreek Hill and why am I missing? Why am I Jalen Waddle down in Miami? Who's better, Herbert or Tanner the Manor? I like it. Who's better, Herbert or Fields? I don't know. Justin Herbert, I would say. I hope Fields can stay healthy because he's in a bad situation. I agree. All right, Tanner, I'll see you at 110. Remember, it's already written. Damn right it is, Brad. Damn right. All right, guys, we're going to sign off here in a minute. We're going to talk about these preseason games really quickly here. Just go over the lines. You got Green Bay -1 versus Kansas City. Over-under set at 35.5 tonight. I like Green Bay at -1 to win, cover. I like the over in that game as well. Then you have San Francisco -3 versus Houston. I think Houston's not good to begin with. So you look at their backups, they're not going to be in good shape at all. I'd rather go with San Francisco's backups, guys trying to make the team there. -3 could be a little bit of a stretch. I think the best play would be go Green Bay -1 and then pair that in with a parlay for San Francisco on the money line because you're not going to get a ton of value there. We are sweating the value. Don't sign off and need till 1 so I can get off. You need till 1 so you can get off? What do you mean till 1 so you can get off? I got to take a little break here in a minute, guys, before the Nerfy. I got to fire myself up. But I think Green Bay, my favorite bet out of all these tonight is preseason, so keep that in mind. My favorite bet is Green Bay -1 tonight. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. The over in both games, I think, are probably the move the way it works. 40 is a high total for the preseason for that San Francisco game. I'd rather go 35.5. The Green Bay game looks a lot more delectable for me. Plus, it's an NFL Network game, so I'll listen to the comments. Don't sign off till 1, so I get that. No, and puts a laughing face. I'm signing off. We are sweating the Angels Nerfy. We need to sweat. I'm already sweating the Angels Nerfy. So I'm already sweating. I changed my shirt today. I'm sweating so much because you guys told me to, and I'm sweating. We'll talk about that at 1 o'clock, guys. We'll sign off here in a minute. Hope everyone has a great day. Comments rolling in here on YouTube. We'll be sweating out this Nerfy with you. Love it, BP311. Let's hopefully hit it. Hopefully we hit it, man. -150. We should. Love to see you also place the Rays Nerfy. I placed the thing last night. If you got it last night, you probably got it like -125. These preseason football games have to be total luck. They are 100% total luck. We're trying to figure out how to bet them and their luck. But in the end of the day, hopefully we get lucky tonight. Hopefully make something happen, guys. Make sure you check out Cold Hard Football Facts. Start your free trial today, guys. Link is in the bio. 6 outs, that's all we need. Damn right, 6 outs, that's all we need. This is going to be like betting the first drive of the game in the NFL, which we will do a lot this year because the value is tremendous. -127. That's pretty good. That's really good, Kyle. So make sure you go check out link in the bio, guys. Check that out. Start your free trial today. All the other social links in there. Follow on TikTok, all that good stuff. Tanner lost so many bets he can't afford AC. That's why he's sweating. There we go. but I'm affording it today after we hit this nerfy, guys. So make sure you put that nerfy down. Come join me on TikTok at 1 o'clock, 1:05, guys. We'll put some pump up music on. We'll get ready to run through a freaking brick wall, and we'll lock in. We'll be Bulldogs for that. But check out coldhardfootballfacts.com. Start your free trial today. Let's have a day. What a day to have a day. And we will see you tomorrow for another episode of the Cold Hard Football Facts Show. Outro.
Yeah, ain't shit sweet, ain't shit funny. Look, it's blue